Hello there guys, this is Solid Shepard bringing you another video, and we are continuing with Doki Doki. Right before we get started, I just want to say I'm sorry, I know I made that resolution, upload every day, and it's been days now. Basically, I've had a lot going on the last few days, like a lot. I haven't, when I say I haven't had any time, I mean I haven't had any time, and like I said, it was probably going to happen, every once in a while. But now, hopefully it's back to the daily grind, so hopefully I don't get super busy like that again. Like, when I say super busy, I mean, like, I was waking up at 5 in the morning, and, wasn't even, getting off work until, like, 4 or 5. Didn't really get home until, like, 6, depending on traffic, like 6 or 7, even on Saturday and Sunday, so, yeah, it's been tough, but now things should be calming down. We're back to making videos. So anyways, let's get into this next episode of Doki Doki. Alright. That was probably cringy as fuck the way I said that. Oh well, this whole series is kind of cringy to be honest, of me doing the voices. Okay. Now let's go. It's already Sunday. Oh, and by the way, recap of last episode, because I usually do that. Basically, it was about to be the weekend. Everyone had their jobs for preparing for like the school festival thing that's going on or whatever. And I was asked who I would want to help, and I tried to choose Monica, and she seemed pretty happy about it. But then Yuri and Natsuki basically were not happy about it and argued about it, so I had to choose one. And since the one I've pretty much been quote-unquote romancing so far has been Yuri, I chose Yuri. So let's get going. Okay, I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert, and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll be open. No, I just read that wrong. Already messing up, and we're already this early in the video. That's awesome. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've even been texting occasionally. It's only been like a day, dude. Occasionally, you make it sound like it's been a while. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. Why do I feel a certain way about that sentence? It's not like we text each other all the time or anything. But I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Whoops. Okay, I was like, why did the text disappear? I accidentally clicked the right mouse. Okay, between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decide to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over. Much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, why'd the music stop? That is a little disconcerting. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. Oh god. Please, some kind of sound. Please, some kind of sound. I need sound. This is creepy. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom, where I finally find her. Sayori? Oh, that's a big cow. It's a big moo. Big moo moo. Oh, thank God. Okay. I was worried about what I was gonna find. Man, it's been like days since I've done this. I forgot the voices. So if the voices suddenly change, I'm sorry. Hi, Solid. No, that was Yuri's voice, right? No. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? Yeah, I think Sayori's voice was more of a subtle. I didn't really overdo it. Monica's more like a leader kind of thing, and Yuri's was the one where I kind of got low and timid, and then uh, I had these brain farts. There's too many of these girls. Uh, Anyways, then the other girl is like trying to be more like cute and energetic. Okay, yeah, that's what it was. All right. Oh, I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Yuri had already left by the time we decided the last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Oh, that's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to help Monica today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, so it's just me and Yuri then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday. Something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So... Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Solid. Eh? 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 Canadian, eh? Why can't it just be like it always has been? Or it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings... If I didn't make that stupid mistake... then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. Well, I mean, I don't know what the world decided. I decided. The world didn't tell me this when I woke up this morning. It just wants to torture me. Yo, she's gotten really depressing. Funny. That was so funny, Sayori. Sayori? I grabbed Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Solid. But... you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? Have you been fake? Have you been fake this whole time? You're really just... Okay. I almost messed up there. You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Solid? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is... I've had a really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days, I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Whoa, this is getting serious. Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy in carrying the waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy. Without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Does she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Eh? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. I would have tried a little harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Solid. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. Whoa! Ugh, I've never heard that expression before. Got a sick sense of humor there, Sayori. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone to be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club. Well, everyone except for Matsuki. There's her name, Matsuki. I always forget her name. I don't know why. It feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You need to stop laughing at that. That stuff's not funny. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting. That's what I'll do. No, Solid. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. She is very, very, self-deprecating. Tears streak down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. How could she look so sad and so cute at the same time? And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here, and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. Don't say that. Yeah, if anyone is watching this right now and they feel this way, just stop it. It's not true. Just get outside your own head for a second and just realize it's not true. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Like, no matter who you are, there's always someone who cares about you. And there's no reason for you to feel like you don't deserve it. Like, even even if no one, if you're a guy, if you don't have a girlfriend, or if you're a girl and you don't have a boyfriend, and you don't really have a whole bunch of friends, you're still gonna have family that cares about you. Like, there's still always somebody in your life that cares about you. And nobody deserves the worst in their life. Nobody deserves that. Unless they're like a child molester or murderer or something. But that's a different story. I'm talking about, like, just from when you're born, and as long as you've never done anything just truly vile, like, you don't deserve anything bad like that. Like, there's people who really think like this. That's the crazy thing. I've known people who think like this, and I've heard stories about people who've killed themselves because they feel like this, and there's no reason. There's absolutely no reason, because it's just not true. Anyways, that little tangent's over. Just love yourself, basically. Love yourself. If you take nothing else from this video, make sure you love yourself. Okay. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Don't talk like that. Because I deserve every last one. No, you don't. Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time, I pull her into a tight embrace. Let me get another picture. Solid. Sayori. I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Solid. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No. Don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Like, she's having the exact opposite reaction that any human being would have. Like, this is really weird. Like, the more we try to help her, it seems like the more she's getting driven into a corner, which is weird. Solid. Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. But all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally pulls her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. Insert Jon Snow meme here. I'm not really gonna do it because this is a serious moment, but it just made me think of Jon Snow. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Solid. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too. How is that scary? I want to know her psychology. Like, this is crazy. Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. Going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day with her, I would. Here I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? I'd really butchered that sentence. It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be a very good for me today. You understand, right? That's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri's about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just be focused on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? What's up with that face? She kind of looks like a frog there. Thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Or, I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. That's not her, that's me. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. You decided to ignore common sense, huh? Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find anything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it will be fine. I take Yuri to my room. Bam, check. Wow, wow. No, just kidding. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. I cleaned it before you came over, so... That's very considerate of you to do. Well, I mean, it's just kind of something you do when company's coming over. No. I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. Who enjoys cleaning? Is that a thing? That would be even more embarrassing. Wait. Don't look in there. I snatch Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap, as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know. Mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. Oh, wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course. She seems to be more chipper than she usually is. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great! It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? She's always thinking everything's a bad thing. Kinda cute in a way. No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. And kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax? I brought some things for relaxate. You brought some things for relaxation, huh, Yuri? I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah, like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be really neat. What's the wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. And that's in real life, too. I'm really not familiar. Ah, is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs that you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the button. Pushes a switch on the button. The button has a switch on it. I don't know, something about that sentence was weird. In just a moment, a thin array of vapor begins to spout through a small hole in the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells like a sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel the flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. I see what you're doing, game. I see what you're doing. Don't you think that will be perfect for the sharing of our poems? It does sound suitable. But you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion if anything. Yuri smiles gently. At first I thought it said greatly. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. Wow, I cannot read. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like it to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? What will those be used for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you were so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put in. Or put it. As you put in. Why would that say in? Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me? Or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, Solid. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting out the ribbons. Alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. I was expecting scissors. I was not expecting a knife. The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Well... Embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe. Sorry about that, I had to clear my throat. What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's really cool. It's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife, with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Haha, pun. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its shape, or of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow. Solid? Why did you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh, that's good to know. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a close look. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. What? What? She a vampire now? I feel her tongue curl around my finger. This is turning into a hentai, however you want to say it. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh. Please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri. That's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little weird. It took me by surprise. But I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. Solid! Did you really just do that? Now we're even. Didn't sound really confident there. Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, Solid. Yuri giggles shyly. Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected, and it will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. Ah, that's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups up too much, it will be too diluted. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use a small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them on a plate and to catch any paint that drips, then bring it back into the room. Yuri? Yes? I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. Okie dokie. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. And there's sirens outside, so hopefully you guys can't hear that. If you do, I apologize. Anyways, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colors of it for a sunrise, then daytime, then sunset and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Ah, neat. What are you going to write? Well, it will be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. I'm sorry if this feels too childish. God, she's so critical of herself. No, I don't mean like that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah. It is fun. Glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple like reading. Doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Kya! That was weird. Kya! Sorry. Yuri reels back, and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. Not your fault. Ah, your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Oh, there's a picture. Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Ah. Is something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I started to retract my hand. But Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Just for a little longer. It feels really nice. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What's happening? Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist send a tingling sensation through my arm. And suddenly, her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry. I've been feeling a bit lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again. But her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finish filling this, the night sky with white dots that looks like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true. But won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here, then have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's any more for us to do here. Phew. You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? No, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. Ah. So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we would have extra time after finishing the work. Well... Yuri thinks to herself. I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. Wait, didn't I think that I wish there would be more time afterwards to myself? How did she know that? A little weird. Probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah. So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounds like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Oh, really? Once Yuri packs up, I'll walk her out to the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then. Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait. I kind of say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted. Because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over, or we can go out somewhere. Ha, I forgot you don't like going out that much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so... You're very thoughtful, Solid. Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. Whoa, she got close. And the music stopped. I don't know how to feel about this. Like, it's not even like, it's not an art depiction either. Like, this is the normal, you know, art for most conversations. They just made it really close. I kind of like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance to, as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori? So Sayori? Ah. Hi, Solid. Well, that's fucking weird. Sayori. Just now, we weren't... It's okay, Solid. I just stopped by to say hi. There's that frog face again. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Aw, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry. We'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so... That's fine, right? Of course! Sayori beams. Yeah, so... I'll see you tomorrow. Man, she got out of there quick. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori. Thought you didn't want to come over today. Well... I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri. How close you got to her. It makes me really happy. You made such good friends. Yeah, friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. There's something she's not telling me. That's all that matters to me. I'm not buying it with this face right now. I'm not buying what you're selling, Sayori. Why am I feeling this way, Solid? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? Oh god. You see, I knew this was coming. It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that! Yeah, no kidding, don't contemplate suicide. It's true, Solid. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. Who thinks like this? You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. It really doesn't bother me that much, Sayori. You're really freaking out about nothing. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? What the fuck did Monica say? Sayori. What I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. Something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. Oh god. That was the wrong fucking thing to say. I already know. I already know what's gonna fucking happen now. It bothers her that I'm spending my energy caring. That's why she feels this way right now. And the second I said that I'm gonna be by her side, still trying to help her out until she's not here anymore, I have this bad feeling that in itself is going to prompt her to try and commit suicide. Like, I have this... God damn it. That was the wrong fucking thing to say. But... Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Solid. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? Scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori? It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Solid. I like you so much that I want to die. Oh, Jesus fucking... I told you, it was the wrong fucking thing to say. That's how I feel. And... That's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. Once again, not a good thing to say to someone who's obviously contemplating suicide. Because in their head, the best way to not hurt anymore is to just go ahead and do it and kill themselves. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? You still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm going to give you. Oh god, which one? I can't, I'm too far, fuck. Cause I'm gonna, look. I plan on doing a playthrough for each one of them, and I'm already so far in of Yuri, so I can't say I love you to Sayori here. So, I have to say you'll always be my dearest friend. I'll probably end up regretting this. You'll always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust me that I know what's best. It will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll help get things back to the way they were. I see. Sayori forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression. Ha ha ha. Is that what it feels like? To get stabbed in the chest? Whoa, whoa, what? I should write a poem about this. Sayori. It's okay. Just my punishment, remember? Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, she's depressing. For being so selfish. So please. Please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew this whole time that there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here. Just so I could get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing. You're also right that I just want it to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone, Solid. I'll trust you with anything. Anything at all. So... Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees. That was terrible. God, I feel bad about laughing about it. It was just, I wasn't expecting all the A's. Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. I'm so shocked that I don't know how to react. I've never seen someone react like that before. Just suddenly yell and then stand back up, then run away. Yuri looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Sayori! I'm left helplessly standing in front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? Nothing more that I could have done. Well, I mean, I guess I could have said I love you and we could have pity dated her, but is that ever really the right situation for someone who's going through something like that? The most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm going to give it everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend. And I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. Day of the festival. Actually, you know what? Okay, it's a new day, so we're actually going to go ahead and end this episode here. Thank you guys for watching. As always, this has been Solid Shepard, and until next time, I should go.